Are you considering moving to Connecticut but don't know what life is like there? Well, this is the video you've been waiting for. But first, my name is Marc Giles. I'm helping people like you, whether you want to sell your house and move to Connecticut, or whether you are a first-time home buyer and want to move up and live in a house in Connecticut, condo, or co-op. This is the video that you've been waiting for. So let's dive right in. So today we're going to talk about the pros and cons of living in Connecticut. So like the video, subscribe. We got some great content coming up, and I want you to comment below because I love to hear what you have to say as well. So let's get into it. So starting at number 5, Connecticut has some of the most beautiful scenery you will ever see. That's right. So for example, Silver Sand State Park in Milford has some of the most gorgeous beaches, some of the beautiful parks, things to do. So if you want to buy a house in an area that provides these beautiful attractions, you might want to choose Milford, Connecticut. Hey, did you know that you could live a seaside lifestyle, some sort of vacation lifestyle? A lot of people are traveling the world talking about they're working from their laptops. Well, you know what? You don't have to do that. You can do it right here in Connecticut. Connecticut is beautiful. There's tons of homes by the sea, condos, co-ops, even rentals. So if you're ever thinking about it, I'm always here. You hit me up. My number's below, and we would love to share more content like this with you. Another great place in Connecticut is Middlefield. Wadsworth Falls State Park is out of sight. So what I'm saying to you is you might want to travel to Connecticut. Go check out Wadsworth Falls State Park. Check it out, check out the area, have lunch, have dinner, maybe you even spend the night. But my point is, you want to check out Connecticut. Now, moving on to number 4, living in Connecticut, the cost of living is still quite high. However, as I always say, it's not as high as living in New York. So a lot of people are leaving New York, moving up to Connecticut. And if you're thinking about it, property taxes are quite high. In fact, the property taxes in Connecticut are approximately over 2%, a little bit over 2%, while the property taxes in most of the states in the United States are just a little bit over 1%. This is actually the Welcome Center for Connecticut. Right here, you have the Welcome Center. It's the first pit stop that you can make. So if you're driving all the way up to New Haven every day, coming home from work, you can actually sit outside, enjoy the day, take a little extra time, and you can even get some gas, fill up. There's plenty of bathrooms, there's snacks, there's drinks. In fact, we're gonna go inside and take a look. Check this out. All right, so yeah, you can just order all your food right here. You got your bread, snacks, you got Chipotle if you want to eat a good meal, Panera Bread, Dunkin' Donuts, you got your Subway. And like I said, there's plenty of room to sit, eat, enjoy, and plenty of clean bathrooms to use. In and out. This is your pit stop in Darien, Connecticut, right after Stamford. Massage chairs over there. And this highway is right off Highway 95. So there's plenty of fun things to do here, zip lining or whatever you want to do. And then while you're here at the pit stop, you can even find out a little more about what they're having to offer here in Connecticut. Let's jump in to number 3. So the education in Connecticut is considered quite good, and once again, it's all relative. If you compare Connecticut to the other states in the Union, I've read a lot of reports, and they say that Connecticut has reasonably good schools, a little better, and the graduation rates in Connecticut are a little higher. Additionally, Connecticut has some great universities. That's right. You have Yale University. It's also known for its excellent academics and its famous graduates. Then you have the University of Connecticut, or UConn, which is also known for its top research projects. So Connecticut does have its fair share of top schools. So as you're shopping for a home or a place to live, you might want to think about what schools are in the area. So if your kids are getting older and they're getting ready to go to college, you can literally buy a property close to a college and have your kids commute back and forth. Additionally, if you're thinking about buying an investment property, there's a lot of folks who are buying properties near these colleges and schools because you can get some great return on your investment by buying a house, let's say for example in New Haven next to Yale University, and you might have some students that you can cater to or relate to that might be interested in renting your house. But right now, let's get on to number 2. It's the harsh weather seasons that occur in Connecticut. There are a lot worse winters in many Midwestern cities like Chicago and Detroit. However, in Bridgeport, it's by the water, by the Long Island Sound. So it gets its fair share of windy days and cold weather. So prepare for the snow, but the good news is the cities and the towns are always prepared. Just be aware what kind of house you're buying, where it's located, and take into consideration that if it should snow, which it might, probably will,
that you will have to deal with the shoveling of the snow. And also there's a lot of long and winding roads in different parts of suburban Connecticut where you will have to get through those cities and towns. So it's just something to be aware of. Nothing to worry about, but when you're choosing your house, choose wisely, because we got a lot of houses to choose from, and so you would want to choose the right house that's good for you and your family. Coming in at number 1, Connecticut has a proximity next to major cities.
All right, so we're in the great city of Stamford, Connecticut. If you're working in the city, even in Westchester County, this is a great train station to get you wherever you want to go. You can stop off in New Rochelle, Portchester, or it can take you straight on down to Grand Central Station or 125th Street in Harlem. Now over here, I want to point out there's a bus system. So once you come in on the train, you can basically hop on any bus to take you anywhere you want to go in Connecticut. Additionally, as you can see, all the beautiful tall buildings here, this is a city. It is a good city, a great city, and there's a lot of, if you're thinking about whether you can earn an above average income here, this is a place you can live and earn a living wage, because there's a lot of corporations here. Okay, so today we're in Stamford, Connecticut, and I want to thank you for watching this great video. So whether you want to buy a house in Greenwich, Connecticut, Stamford, Connecticut, Norwalk, Bridgeport, all the way up to New Haven, we've got you covered. We've got the financing for you, show you how you can buy a house either with no money down, or if you put a lot of money down, you don't even have to pay mortgage insurance. Hey, that's a great option for you. So be sure and give me a call, text me. I'm always looking to hear from you. And if you want any more topics about any more great areas of Connecticut, New York, anywhere in either state, please text me, call me. I'd love to. In fact, you can comment below.